last time in a USC Trojans uniform. Now, there's no question his career speaks for itself, but you can bet that NFL scouts, coaches, and players.
Well, some of the biggest stars of the college football world will be on display tonight as we welcome you to Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Tonight we play for the College Football Playoffs National Championship as it'll be the Clemson Tigers taking on the USC Trojans. Set for football now in South Florida. Strap in, folks. It's going to be a good one. We are underway in the national championship game. Oh, a good-looking return setup here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 19-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
On 2nd down now, Madden. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Madden. And he is in for a USC touchdown. 9-yard touchdown run. And the Trojans have taken the early lead. Now the extra point. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. So now following the USC touchdown, all is the kick team to send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. First and 10 now for Clemson. They begin with Henry. And he's not going anywhere to start tonight. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now it's Taylor. Over the middle, it's complete. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Buying time to his left. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
This is taken at about the 14. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The SC offense about set to take over here. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. Here's second and a yard. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Finds a seam inside the 40. 92 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. What a story this would be as USC now sits just 2 quarters from a national title. Just 1 half remains in the college football season as we begin the second half of this national championship game from the 6. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. The Clemson punter out there now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Trojan offense ready to get their next drive started. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They go play action here on first down. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Finding room to the 20. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 3rd down, Madden. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call.
And he'll try and throw here on the, feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. They pass up the 3, fake it, it doesn't work. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. The Clemson offense back out there ready for their next drive. Now Taylor on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Powers. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Taylor. He finds Lashley, complete over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 6 there on 1st. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Taylor. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Throwing now is Taylor. This one complete to Ingram. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go down at the 28.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Taylor to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
On third down, Jewell. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, possession switches hands. The SC offense about set to take over here. Fights him off, and able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Madden. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Here we go.
They'll run on first down. Madden. And some room to work. And he is in for a USC touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Trojans add on to their lead. So that'll do it. The USC Trojans are once again national champions.
For all my listeners out there, I'm just going to put it to you this way. NFL teams love championship pedigree. It's one of the main reasons why USC is going to be represented near the top of this year's draft. By their star running back, of course. In short, there's plenty of amazing players out there. But when teams look at this kid now, they're inevitably going to think to themselves, winner, champion. Yeah, obviously his measurables are off the charts, but I think his championship experience sets him further apart from the rest of the pack. Anyway, let's shift into something I read before the show. An interesting post my wife Susie sent me about the upcoming football camp taking place at
No matter the game, that is what he aspires to be on and off the field. That competitive edge is something we both share. There's a lot of respect there. You know, I was an athlete forever, and I'm still a cutthroat competitor.
Both of you the exact same.
Neither of us had taken any shortcuts, and we both want to be disruptors.
The results from all your performance screenings were off the charts, which we expected. The DNA analysis helped too.